we hear it?
I was stuck in the middle of a railroad track. Looked around and I knew there was no turning back. My mind raced and I thought, what could I do? And I knew there was no help from you. Sound of the drums beating my heart. The thunder of guns tore me apart. You've been thunderstruck. Went down the highway, broke the limits, we hit the town. Went to the Texas, yeah, Texas, and we had some fun. We met some girls, some dancers who gave a good time. Broke all the rules, played all the fools. Yeah, they blew my mind. I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please? Yeah, the ladies were too kind. You've been thunderstruck. 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 I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That is Steven Seagulls with Thunderstruck, one of the best bluegrass covers of that song I've ever heard in my life. Good evening. How are we doing? We got good sound, everything lining up pretty good. 5x5, everything good. Y'all doing good? Work line doing good? Everybody good? All right. Let's go see who's in the chat. We got to roll it back past my texting. Let's see. Snark and Sass gets the gold, work line gets the silver, and Snark can't have both. She can only have one. American Justice gets the bronze. Welcome to the show, Nicholas's Ghost Hunters. Nicholas's Ghost Hunters. Awesome. I would love to interview you later if you get a few minutes. We do it after dark. We're all going to drop the link and everybody can pop up. We can test everything out. It'd be good. Okay, we have pretty much everybody in chat currently. That's good. Okay, we got the poll. Or do polls matter? Yes, apparently the polls matter. Did anybody see that that U-Haul full of folks get arrested today in Idaho? They were wearing the Fed starter pack. You know, like they all stopped by the same shop and picked up the little Federale starter pack so they could go out and do their little tiki torch burnings and stuff. Yeah, pretty sure that's not on the up and up, folks. Don't know what's up with it, but they should have called the cops first. Anyway, so I have a guest. I have the Grim Reaper radio show backstage. He's sitting there right now wondering why I hadn't brought him up, why we ain't talking to him. So we're going to do that very thing. Hey, Cammed Up Caveman, welcome to the show. How was your little trip behind bars there? I hope it was acceptable, if not great. I doubt it was great. Nobody enjoys going to jail. That's no fun. None at all. Let's bring the man himself up.
Hello.
We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And we're going to do this thing. Go away. All right. Now, we're going to mute this. All right. You recognize this particular video?
Probably when it starts going, yeah.
It's Monday Night Grim Reaper outed by Jokers.
Oh, yes. I remember that one.
Yeah, just one of them. I'm going to mute it. Let it play in the background. You can either discuss. We're going to start with some questions. First of all, introduce yourself. This is the Grim Reaper radio show.
All right, Grim Reaper radio show, Grim Reaper. What do we do? Well, on a Friday night, we just have a laugh and chill, play a few games, discuss a few things. We have the website, and we also have a radio show where we can discuss things where we don't need to worry too much about being, terms of service and having our free speech curtailed, basically.
Exactly.
There is no censorship on that side of things, or on the website either.
That's cool. So, is the website subscription? Is it free? Do you just need?
It's free. It's free.
Cool.
Anyone can go and have a look at it. So long as it's legal, as in it's lawful, there's no reason why we can't put things on there.
Exactamundo. All right. So, by the way, all of this information is in the description of this video and on the description of his channel. So feel free to go pluck through all of that stuff as you see fit. Stranger Than Usual has joined the club, and Terry Charms Life and Beyond. What's up, darling? How you doing? Good to see you. So many people haven't spoken to an attorney in 5 months and more. It's terrible, 100%. Yeah, he had to spend a little time behind bars because cops suck. Pretty much. We're going to leave the email ticker ticking. We're going to bring up comments from this point. Okay, so how long have you been on YouTube?
Well, the channel's been going. Well, I've had the channel for a few years, but I've not actually done much in the way of it. I just came across an idea during our lockdown period. I needed something to do, and there was a lot of things going on which says, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. You've got to stay in your houses." And it's like being put under arrest, house arrest, you know. And I'm not used to it. And one of the issues which I had was going to stores and being told, "Oh, you've got to wear a flimsy piece of material across your mouth and nose." And I went, "Well, I'm exempt."
I wore my
still got
Mandalorian
to do it
the whole time. My Mandalorian helmet. I never wore a cloth mask.
Yeah, well, I refused, and it got me into so much hassle. I thought, do you know what? I'm getting a little bit fed up with this, so I decided to do something about it. I went onto YouTube and then realised, I can talk about it, but I've got to use strange words. And it took me a while to get my head around that. So that was the idea for one of the ideas for the website, because I thought it'd be a good place to put things so that I can talk openly. And there's a group of people who got behind me and who know a lot more about the website than I do, building them and whatnot. And started off small, and we're getting, in the first 3 months, something like 340,000 hits, which I thought wasn't too bad. The YouTube channel is really to promote things and to have a laid back type of show. Don't do drama. Don't like drama.
There's
too much of it around, and I try to stay away from it. I'm independent. Yes, I do subscribe to people, but I don't have. I'm not a diehard person that goes after follows a certain group of people. If people treat me with respect, then that's fine. That's all I can ask. I'd rather treat them with respect. But this one that you're showing, there was a guy who was having a pop at myself and a few other people who helped me, and a couple of other YouTube channels. All this porn bombing which has been going around. Yes, it is over in the UK as well. They seem to think it's hilarious as well.
Right this very second, I have my pointer sitting on your screen just in case I have to remove you.
No, I'm not one of them, mate. I'm not one of them.
I'm not saying you are, and I'm not accusing you of anything, but self-protection is self-protection.
I am innocent until proven guilty.
Agree? 100%. I'm not even calling you guilty, but my pointer's sitting right at
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
That's all right. It's nice to have a laugh. The guy had a go, and our website got bombarded to a point that we couldn't do anything with it. So we had to take it down, rebuild it, put it onto a different server, and put some more safeguards in place. I've got my own feelings on that. That it's probably more likely to do with the fact that people don't like what we were saying, to be honest, and being so outspoken. There's a few guys in the chat who have supported me. Shout outs to Grandad and to Nicholas Ghost Hunts as well. These are part of the go-to people for support. One of the regulars nicknamed people the Grimsters, which I thought was quite amusing. But
best I've got Squatchlings.
Yes, that's good. I like that. But people turn around and say, your YouTube channel is so long. Well, yeah, it's self-advertising, so to speak, self-promotion.
You have to understand, in your case, you had a website before you had a YouTube channel. So naturally, you name your YouTube channel after the website. That makes sense, right? When somebody comes in with like subtropical aquaponics, living off grid, 100 oranges and 2 acres.
That's easy for you to say.
Those guys, I love them, but it's impossible to find those channels.
Yeah, well, the good thing is, I mean, you can put the name of the YouTube in YouTube. You'll find it fairly straightforward. Yeah. You put it in on dare I say Google, and it'll pop up. I think that's probably where we started to get a lot of the views from, to be honest. People
I gotta say, you have a solid viewer base. Your viewer base runs between 100 views to about 250 views every single video. Every single one.
It's good. I think what we do is because we don't do drama as a general rule. The only drama is when I bring it in, as I did with this particular one, but it was over with and forgotten about. We moved on to the fun bits, As you can see on the screen, we've got Grandad there. We've got Baldits. That's a joke between me and him. And we got Bearbit Norditz. He's a nice guy. Stangoo is like the right-hand man. He's a straight guy compared to me. I'm the sarcastic one. I'm the one with the wit. He tries to keep me under control a lot. Doesn't work, but he does try.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
So, are you familiar with Wolf Lover's Ghost Hunts?
Yes. Yeah.
Nicholas's Ghost Hunts. Those both some of your people. Yeah.
Wolf Lover and Nicholas Ghost Hunts, they put together a live ghost hunt in the middle of, to me, it was like 3.5 hours drive to the place. I went down to show support. My original idea was to interview the guests, but it never actually worked the way that I wanted it to. But it was great meeting up with them and a few other people who went down there as well. So it's nice sometimes to meet people face to face, not just over the internet.
All right. Did you see that when it popped up? Yeah, that.
Well, sorry.
Did you see it? It's moving quick. Oh. You don't know it, do you?
No,
yeah, no. I'm fucking with you. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't take advantage of the fact that it's like 1 o'clock in the morning over here. And I've been awake all day. Please don't take advantage.
This ain't even fair.
I'll take me bat and ball and go. No, I wouldn't do that to you.
No, man, it's fine. If you want to dip out, go ahead. I'm not going to hold you here.
Listen. Offense can never be given; it can only be taken.
That's right. That is exactly right. Only racists care about race. These two things are facts.
Yeah,
can't give
and
it.
The only race I actually give it anything for is a human race.
Right. If you cut it bleeds red or even a high purple, I'll go with it. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because the high purple bit is for people who are like anemic or anoxic.
Yeah. Well, hang on. If you start giving me green blood, for instance, I'll start thinking, okay.
We might have to have a conversation about what race actually means. Because, if you cut me, do I not bleed? Still covers it. But if you cut me, do I not bleed red? But anyway. Anyway,
it's nice to see a few people in the chat. It's nice to see a few
years.
Sorry, I was just saying.
Going.
It's nice to see a few people in the chat who I've spoken to, and on different lives, like American Justice. Really cool. To get on with, but. Yeah, I came over to have a look at what was happening in the United States from the auditor's point of view, because over.
My bad. I got a little thing I got to do before this one, because if I'm not mistaken, this is your first video, right?
Oh yes, it was
the Look and Learn podcast. I like that. It's pretty cool. But I got this little thing I do, and I got it all edited back up real pretty and functional, supposedly.
You don't want cars? Yes. I'm a paleontologist.
Oh, it's okay. There's dynamite in this bag, too. I am a paleontologist.
I'm a paleontologist.
Paleontologists study really old stuff.
Like crackers.
Because bad movies are funny.
All right, so let's be in a bit of YouTube paleontology. What was your very first video? What was it?
It was an introduction. It was Look and Learn stroke Grandad. He and I were getting on so well, we decided to put something together, and it was really just to introduce the idea of the Grim Reaper show, radio show, and to see, well, to set up the boundaries, shall we say. There weren't many. We just had to stay within the terms of service, which unfortunately are getting stricter. But
right.
It's the way it goes.
Let me tell you my story about terms of service. I was hovering around 3,500 view hours. Woke up one morning, had 350. I went, that's interesting. Check my emails. Nothing. Checked all my other communication devices. Nothing. Just gone. I was like, okay, fine. So monetization is out. We're no longer playing by the rules.
Which means that you don't have to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got a copyright claim.
Oh, I don't care about claims.
Hang on. You're going to love this one. Right, from an old sort of late 70s, early 80s comedy called The Goodies, right? And I played the theme song, right? And the BBC worldwide, the biggest corporation going, the biggest ring of, shall we say, paedophiles going, put in a claim against me. And he said, you can't play that. And I thought, really? Why not? I thought it was funny. But I had to take it out, unfortunately.
Did they block on it? Like straight up a block?
No, it wasn't a block. It was a claim. And I keep getting them every now and again.
I generally ignore the claims in general, because all that means is you can't count those view hours and you don't get monetized for that particular video.
Oh, that's all right.
if you're trying to be I mean, it's not, you can do those as many as you want. It's not going to become a strike. It's not going to affect your channel in any way possible at all. It's just, you cannot claim anything about it. Someone else has already claimed it. So before I start a show, I get the copyright owner of the song I'm going to make that I'm going to use, and I list it over here. And then if anybody else copyright claims it, I contest it. Otherwise, I let it go because it belongs to them.
That's fair enough.
Right? Be fair about it, at least, right? Okay.
I don't have to worry about that on the radio show.
Yeah, that's true. That's much cooler.
Slightly different. I play all sorts on there, but we have quite good conversations as well. In there, we have a laugh. We use Skype as the way of connecting people to it, so we can have people talking on air as well. But here's the downside for it: everything is UK time.
Yes, it's like middle of the night for us, bub.
So you're on the opposite side more. Well, what are you, about 5-6 hours behind, something like that? 5 hours. But yeah, it's all good fun.
All right, so you started your show, then you started your YouTube channel, and you've been basically just releasing your streams, your radio show onto your channel.
No, I can't do that. Not on the YouTube channel. Not allowed to. Let's say that some of the content would probably get us taken off because we don't hold back in some of the conversations. So the censorship is on mainstream media, not on there. I can't class it as being mainstream. What we do, we tell the truth.
Fantastic. In case y'all are wondering, I am looking for, oh, here it is. Ha, here we go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. I found it. Fantastic. Check this out. I put this together earlier today. Some of y'all probably already seen
Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
I love that clip. I went digging it up this morning and was like, I remember it from somewhere, from some old movie, and I couldn't remember what it was, but the only thing I could remember about it is things are bad. You know, that was a late 70s, early 80s movie. And they basically just said exactly what the news has been saying for the past 6 months.
It's
not cool.
Nothing's changed then.
Oh, it did change. It changed for 20 years, and now we're back in the shit heap we were in 20 years ago with Jimmy Carter. Same thing.
Right. Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair
enough. So, yeah, it makes sense that it would like come full circle on that one. But they that thing got copyrighted about halfway through the processing, and I don't even know how. I mean, I edited half that diatribe out. Started to put some music in there and was like, nah, it's pretty clear the way it is. You know, well, I'm working my weight in Soylent Green. Fantastic. That means somebody's eating something, and it won't be me because I'm allergic to soy. Not a joke. Dead serious. Peanut butter, and like 90% of the oils used to make stuff. So
you got to be careful.
Oh, well, it just upsets my stomach real bad, and I'll lose. Like if I start eating something that has soy in it, I'll start losing weight. I just don't digest it at all. It goes straight through. Doesn't do it.
Not a good thing. It's going
Oh,
straight
I'll go
through.
pale, dude. You can tell too after about a day and a half of eating it. I'll be like all pale and clammy, like I'm having an anaphylactic shock kind of thing. Except I'm not. I'm fine. I'm just having an upset stomach and a little unhappy, that kind of thing. I'm also allergic to red and elastic and latex. So yes, AJ, I'm allergic to almost everything. If it's on a shelf in a store, I can neither wear it nor eat it.
Okay, so what do you do? Make your own?
I cook. I cook myself with stuff that I purchased specifically to be ingredients in what I cook. It's
Right.
necessary, and the fact that I was a pothead for years and years and years helps because it made me want to cook. So that works.
Oh well, so long as you keep things going, that's the important thing. We don't want people being ill.
That's right.
You just got to be careful.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, my brother has an almost identical problem, and yet refuses to consider the idea that he might have a common or very common allergy type. He's just like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, but you're doing the same thing I do, except you keep eating tortillas and tater chips and stuff like that, and you get sick. And you get better when you move back when you go out to Pops because there ain't no tater chips out there, and all that stuff's cooked in soy. So,
yeah.
All right.
I wonder what the the common denominator is. I'll work that one out and get back to you.
Boa Omega, what is up, brethren? What's happening? Did I miss anybody coming in? Because I don't like missing people. People get mad when I miss them. Bumblebee T. That's it. I thought it was TT. I stutter sometimes. Nicholas's Ghost Hunts, Mr. Self-Destruction. Granddad has showed up for the show. That's cool. That's groovy. Stranger than usual. I think that's everybody. Hello, Bumblebee T. How are you doing today? All right, we'll get back to doing this part of the stuff. Yeah, no, I had a buddy of mine in the UK. He got a vaccine a few months ago. And hey, Jeff, welcome to the show. And it was not a reaction to the vaccine. I want to be perfectly clear about this. He had his radial nerve poked by the needle.
Right.
And so it interfered with the ability of his hand to do stuff for a while. And he's gotten to where he can kind of use his hand again over the past few months. But I'm trying to get him to come in and do a show. He's one of my favorite recovery. He is hands down my favorite recovery channel. It's My Benzo Hell. I don't have a link to throw out for that one, but no. Yes. All right, so my boy, the Grim Reaper radio show over here, he made an advertisement for tonight's show. He did a thing, and it's beautiful. I think it's excellent work. I was very impressed with it. So we're going to actually let this one play with the lights on, if you don't mind. You good with it?
Yeah, go for it.
That is gorgeous. Live from the East Coast, Caucasian Sasquatch Shills. Okay, I had to do that bit. That's
fine.
Right. Okay, so what are your plans going forward? You have a website, you have connections on other platforms, I assume?
Yeah, I've got a Discord channel. I've got accounts on Odyssey and BitChute. Yet really to tap into those in the best ways. Not many people go over compared to people who are on here, but it's horses for courses. We're still a very young group, shall we say. I won't say I'm young, but certainly the group of people behind me are younger than me.
Call it a fresh community.
Yeah. I mean, the important thing for me is to remind people that you've got the right to say what you want to say, so long as it's lawful. If you want to challenge what is happening in the by your government, by your local council, what the police are up to, if there's corruption, it needs to be highlighted, and you should be allowed to ask questions. Now, in the UK, we don't actually have freedom of speech, although people seem to think we do. Even people in the UK or Great Britain, I should say. There's no law which says you've got it. There's nothing to say in any constitution which says that you've got it. Even going back to the Magna Carta, there's nothing which says that you have the right to have free speech. But I've known people in the past to get arrested for it. Now we have people who go out and they do audits on police stations, they see something going on in the street, they'll record it, and they will get searched for things like, we believe that you're a terrorist, or they want to abuse the Terrorism Act to be able to confiscate their equipment because they get a bit butthurt when they get filmed because they don't like themselves being shown up to be the morons that they are, or they can be, and I love watching the American side. I mean, the American auditors are leading the way, hands down. But you've got the protection of the Constitution. At the end of the day, you and I were talking about the right to bear arms and what that actually means. And I think you were a little bit surprised at my support for you to be able to do that.
Almost every person I've met from both like online from Australia and the UK and New Zealand and 2 or 3 Eastern Bloc countries are like, nope, keep your firearms. Don't ever let them take them. Do it. Do that thing. Oh. So, I mean,
that's good to hear. That is good to hear. I mean, you've got the right to it. Don't lose it.
Don't ever let that slip, not even a little bit. The term that is used, the specific phrasing was chosen very specifically, shall not be infringed.
So what holds you together, or holds the USA together, is the Constitution. But I've watched videos where, or films, where the police have been asked, like, what's the Third Amendment? They might know the first and the second, but know the third. I've got an excuse. I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, you're not an American.
Off the top of my head, right. I'd have to do a little bit of research around it. I know the first two. I see that all the time and being practiced as well. But
I can't always pluck them out of my head. Like right now, I'm drawing a blank on Third Amendment for some reason because it's not talked about very much. Third Amendment, is that the not quartering soldiers?
Do you know? I couldn't tell you. But
ATL. What's the Third Amendment? Tell me.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, brother. I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. MVTV is the
Google it.
Google it. I don't care. I just want the answer. But MVTV Vigilante TV News is the excellent producer of the Pretty Lights and wait, yeah, that's still him. pretty lights and everything over here on the screen. Go check him out. He does these things. I'm not sure I can put a name on it. They're videos. He goes places. He does stuff. He films it. It's great. I love it. I check out every single one of them I come across. What just happened?
I wouldn't say that they're random, but you know, they're all reasoning behind it.
They're all local. All of his videos are locally done from local stuff, local things, and local crap. That's fine. That's absolutely great. Somebody should do that in every small town in the world. Everywhere.
I mean, over here, you probably get told off. Oh, you can't do that. It's invasion of privacy. It's this, it's that. No, it's not. It's recording. And since when has a camera been a weapon?
Whenever you're doing something wrong and the camera will prove it.
Oh, that is damn. Damn, that's why the police don't like it.
Exactamundo. They have their cameras, so you don't need yours, just like they have their guns, so you don't need yours. And they have their body armor, so you don't need yours. And they have their spaces, so you don't need yours. And they have their cars, so you don't need yours. And they have everything else that money that the government can provide. My freaking tiny ass town has got an armored personnel anti-mine vehicle.
Why?
I don't know. I've been making an offer at every auction for like ever since the show. I want it because it's cool as hell. I'm assuming that's why they got it.
Yeah, but hang on a second. You got mines. Right where you are.
Don't hang me mines. I've never seen a mine, an actual real one. I've seen some dummies. I've seen some dummy hand grenades. I've seen one real hand grenade, but I don't know for a fact it was real. I was just told.
You pulled the pin.
I was just told it was real, and I freaking believed it.
Fair enough.
Guns, G, they for real.
Well, the only guns I've ever seen real is what the armed coppers carry. That's it, you know. And you know, they always walk around with a finger on the trigger. And when I was young, you never saw that. But when you saw it, you used to see lots of coppers walking around. They didn't have the panda cars or anything like that. And they were on the beat. And you knew most of them. And to me, they were always the speaking clock. And that's how I remembered them. Because whenever I saw one, I always asked them what the time was. Because I never had a watch. And if I was late back for tea or anything like that, it's my head on the chopping block, so to speak, by my parents. So, speaking clock, I need to know the time. Where's a copper? And that's all I thought. You know,
that's fucking brilliant. That's great. You should make a video on that concept. Just walk up to every cop and ask them what time it is. Don't explain nothing.
Don't say anything. Just like,
"Oi, mate, what's the time?"
Yeah. You got the time? My watch is broke. Well, you got it on your phone. No, I'm filming you. I'm asking you.
Welcome to the show, KK. It's good to see you, Bootsy. Boa Omega, good to see you too, brother. Did you change your avatar? Or am I just seeing it better because my screen's brighter? I thought it used to be a black space. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Fix that. And I appreciate what you're doing, AJ. You're doing good works. Cheese Bear is traveling currently, so I don't have my main prime mod in chat. She might make it by the end of the show, but I'm not holding my breath because she's on the road. You know,
yeah,
she might be watching.
I remember talking to Cheese Bear.
Cheese Bear is a goddess. Any negative response to Cheese Bear will be met with immediate and swift retaliation. Yeah. So, all right. So you've got your website, you've got your radio show. Is it like a podcast thing, or do you save that for YouTube?
Okay. Right. The radio show, I go on, do a live 4 times a week.
Right.
For a minimum of 2 hours. depending on who comes into the chat area will depend on whether or not there's a serious conversation or whether we're just playing the game of name that tune or something like that. Usually it's me taking the Mick, the Michael, the P out of whoever's in there one way or another. Why? Because I can. And there's no retaliation unless I press the button, so to speak. But we do have serious conversations, and we can get, we were talking about the last 2 years of what's been going on, not just in the UK, but elsewhere. And
the whole world.
And the fact that all the governments seem to come into one alignment. So,
lockstep. No, not a lot. These crackers are bolted together, man. They are in lockstep. They are perfectly analogized to each other in sync, as if they're all reading from the same playbook with a time card.
Yeah, and that's something a conclusion we came to, and we were asking, well, who's pulling their strings? Where's it coming from? That sort of thing. You can't prove anything. You just put it out there, it's good to have somewhere to be able to talk openly without the fear of censorship or being taken away or having strikes put against you, or even jealous people because you're doing something good. Or you think you're doing something good, but they don't like it, so they come after you.
These people, look, one of the problems I have, my show developed sort of organically. I was going to read Westerns and ended up interviewing a guy and then interviewed another guy, and then it just kind of steamrolled out of that. Snowball.
Yeah.
The more I did it, the easier it became to kind of know the kind of thing to talk about and what can be talked about. But my point is, this is not a free speech platform. I am a free speech advocate, but YouTube is not a free speech platform. Anyone who starts any trash that might get my YouTube channel duped out is going to be noped out by the mods in chat. Most of them are previous guests. Just like I just modded you, most of the mods in chats have been on the show and have no interest in seeing this show go down because they can suggest it to their friends and their friends get showed.
Yep.
Their favorite small YouTube channels gets an episode. And the way this is going to work is when this is all done, we're going to take all your stuff down that I've got put up there to show your channel. And I'm going to bring up the link, and everybody that wants to hop in can come in, and we'll have a general conversation until the conversation turns either too dark or too real for YouTube. And then we deuce out from YouTube and we'll do whatever we like. Now, you don't have to stick around for all of that. That's called After Dark.
Yeah.
But we had an event happen today in the U.S. that I want to show everyone because it is ridiculous.
What's your own license to do that?
Right?
Be careful.
It's an interesting one because I don't know if anyone remembers a few months ago, there was this really weird, like silent march of supposed white supremacists that all looked like they were wearing the FBI starter kit, khaki polo shirt, dive watch. They all different colors, but the same outfit. It was like they were all ordered from the same catalog. And it's like, that is such a total freaking show. That is just theater right there. Well, they pulled over another U-Haul. Those guys left in a U-Haul. They pulled over a U-Haul full of 16 people in it, all of them wearing the FBI starter kit.
Oh,
now I heard they had broken toy and airsoft type weapons. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that was something that was going on in one of the chats that was covering it at the time. I didn't get to watch all of it. The show snuck up on me while I was trying to get through the good parts, but we got it loaded up back here backstage, and we're going to fire it up at the 57-minute mark as soon as I do my play out, which is going to be a double play out today. Because I have an original cover of my play out song, and then I have the original song itself.
Right. Right. And that way, if it's right at the end, it doesn't matter too much.
Exactly. Nobody cares. So
Yeah.
we'll just double it up. It'll be fun. A previous guest wrote me a "fuck that shit, I'm out" song, and I got it hooked up and edited in properly. It's all straight up. It's good stuff. He did it live too. Like, I was on his panel when he popped that thing out. He just picked up his ukulele and went to work on it. I was like, I wish I could do that. It looks like so much more fun than this bullshit. This is great, but that's music. That's actual talent.
Oh, you've got a poll. I hadn't realized you got a poll.
I do polls sometimes. Hey, Michelle, sorry. How you doing? Yeah, no, South Carolina, they don't necessarily carry cards unless it's a municipality above 50,000 people. And even then, it's kind of sketchy because they're supposed to, but they're not required to, although they do have to present it. And identifying themselves should be the first thing on the list cops learn. And here in Georgia, if you get pulled over by a state trooper, it starts off with, "Good evening, my name is such and such, badge number so-and-so. The reason I pulled you over is this, and I would like to see those things. And why are you doing that?" And you answer, they check your stuff, you leave. If they don't have that spiel, you don't talk to them. Right? It's mechanical the way they do it. They pop out, blue, and then they go into whatever it is. So if they don't do the mechanical spiel, they're on the tape.
We when somebody gets pulled over here, a lot depends on the mood of the copper. And the argument which they have is that they will talk nicely if they are being spoken to nicely. If you start being obnoxious, obstructive to them, then they will do everything they can to make your life hell. The only legal requirement when you get stopped over here is to produce your driving license and your insurance. That's it. And
Does
you
it
don't
matter
have
why
to
you're
speak.
stopped?
Not initially.
Okay.
Because they under the rules, the regulations, any copper has the right to stop anybody for any reason, and they don't
Is it a
have to
right or a
declare
privilege?
it. When they take it as a right, because they're the law enforcement and they're there to enforce it. I personally believe it's there so that they can abuse the powers even more. Because that's what they do. Not all of them. I'm not going to tar every single copper with the same.
Are you fixing to
statement.
say something about bad apples? Because I got something up for bad apples.
Well,
just a few bad apples. Is that the problem? Yeah.
No, there's more than a few.
Okay,
I would say there's a few good apples. To be honest,
the thing about bad apples, though, the saying is not, "We got a few bad apples, let's get rid of the bad apples." The saying is, the baker returns the entire barrel because he found one.
Yep.
So you have to deuce out the entire police force because they're all culpable. If you've got one dirty cop on the force, the other cops know he's dirty. It's their job to investigate people. How is it they have not investigated their friends? I don't buy it. They know. They know who the bad ones are. They could get rid of them tomorrow. They don't. They're more interested in their pension and their paycheck and whose boots to lick next. That's the issue.
Yeah, and on top of that, they know that if they do get investigated, the likelihood of them being prosecuted is slim.
Zero.
And on top of that, if they do get prosecuted, they're not going to get a jail term, but if they do, they're going to be protected.
Right.
And
also,
that's the problem.
Also, you have the issue that a cop that goes rogue and rapes 10 little kids and ruins a party and gets drunk and drives into somebody's house will get fired and be hired by the next town over. But a cop who turns in his superior for embezzling state funds will be fired and never hired again.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yes. Yes. And well, if somebody was to stand up and be counted, and they were true to their belief or to whatever the law is, in your case, I would say it was to be the Constitution, right? If they stood up for it and they ignored what the law says because the law is not the Constitution, and they go by the Constitution because they swear by the Constitution,
Now
right?
check this out. Check this out. That poll just popped back. 100% voted below average or dumber than a box of rocks.
Wow. Brilliant. I voted on that one as well. So I actually voted the right way.
You can't plan crap like that.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, it just goes to show that on both sides of the pond, we've got more or less the same sort of problems with the so-called authorities. And people like myself would, if they actually wanted to, they could shut me down so easily. Because at the end of the day, they control everything, or attempt to anyway. But
to some extent or another, they do control everything because they are the ones who are at the top of the food chain, and they pee off the top of the mountain, and everybody gets peed on.
yeah.
Hey, MVTV, this is a really cool video, dude. I really dug it. It's really neat. I like all the pretty rocks, and that big black one was real neat. Uh-oh.
I'll dig out your link and give some of your videos a watch if I get the opportunity. The other thing which we do is that we, with permission, preferably, we'll do a blog page on anybody, for anybody. And it's not in a negative way. It is just in support, and so that people have got the links. So
you can go negative if you want to, man. I live off trolls like Haterade. I actually hydrate myself with Haterade and snowflake tears. That's what Sasquatch drink.
Well, I don't agree with snowflakes. I just let them melt.
They're real.
Turn the heat up.
They believe in you.
Yeah. No. Snowflakes are people who.
By definition, snowflake is someone who is offended for someone else.
Yes.
If the person who should be offended is not present, eat me. If the person who should be offended is present and is not offended and chooses not to speak out against it, shut up.
The only time I would say that would be, I would contradict that. Sure. I would contradict that is if somebody was against discrimination and was offended because other people are being discriminated. And I would say they weren't necessarily snowflakes. They would then become a pressure group to stop that. Because I don't agree with discrimination.
No, I don't support discrimination at all. I believe that we are people and we should be judged by the merit of our character. I would discriminate against a felon, but only after I've met him, because I have met quite a few very fine people who happen to be felons.
Yeah, don't you have this rule of 3 strikes and you're out or something like that?
In some states, it's a serious deal. In other states, it's something they beat you with psychologically. But yeah,
right.
That was a drug war, mid-'80s. And that might have been one of the most racist laws ever put into effect, because of the concept behind it was that if you have powder cocaine, it doesn't count as a felony necessarily. But if you have crack cocaine, you are definitely getting a felony, and 3 strikes with even the tiniest rock, and you're going to jail for 50 years. Might as well be a life.
Yeah. That doesn't make sense to
none at all. Those people need help. They don't need jail time. Now, jail time might help them, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
Not jail.
Well, the hardest thing to do is to reach out for help or to admit that you've got a problem. That's the hardest thing to do. Once you've done that, then the rest, I won't say it's plain sailing, but it's, you have to take one day at a time. And I've got the greatest respect for people who for argument's sake, have an addiction and they are working on it day in, day out, and they stay clear of whatever that addiction is. I have the greatest respect for them, because I know how hard it is from somebody who has a lot of serious and health issues. You work with what you've got.
That's right.
And if you want to move on, that's what you have to do. You have to keep working at it all the time. And I've got the greatest of respect for people who break that addiction. Even if it's for a short time, it shows they can do it, and then they got to believe in themselves on a daily basis. And that's the way I see it, you know.
That's right.
But just getting back before we close, because I know we're sort of stuck for time. I'm going to, with your permission, two things. One, I'm going to do your blog page and link all your stuff in. And secondly, I'm going to nick this if it's okay, and I'm going to share it.
Sure. If you want, after I get done editing it, I can send you a copy of it.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
Unless you just want to jack it off the channel, that's fine too. Whichever way is easier for you. It will be a few days before I get the edit done, though, because I can't download it for like 24, sometimes 48 hours. And then it'll be sometime the next day or two when I get it done after that, whenever I can download it.
Yeah, no problem.
Let me hit the chat right quick. We're right at the end of the show. Let me hit the chat right quick, catch up on some people. We have, let's see, who was that guy? There was another one that popped in. We have KK Bootsy. Judd, thank you for showing up. I'm glad you was here, brother. AJ, you've been doing a great job. I appreciate it. That's American Justice in Texas. She does all kinds of stuff on her channel. She's doing something here in a couple days, soon-ish, if it hadn't already happened. I hope I didn't miss it. I'm going to call it by my title, Tased and Amused. Someone's getting tased and someone's getting pepper sprayed. Yep, that's what they're doing. We've got Boa Omegle. We've got Michelle. We've got ATL Auditor, previous guest, one of my favorite previous guests. He puts in serious work in Atlanta. He's a local boy. We got Daily Dan's The Good Stuff from South Carolina, another relatively local boy, local person, I suppose. Yeah, okay, so they're all caught up. Now, do you have any small, I say tiny, do you have any small YouTube channels that you follow particularly? Preferably under 5,000 subs, but
really enough. Everyone that I follow is a small channel. In the UK, I don't follow many which have got over 5,000. I will say this: anybody wants any support, anything which we can offer, just drop us an email, and we'll be back in touch as quickly as possible. We want the website to grow. We want to be as diverse as possible, and open to everybody. Without the contributors, we can't do much. We can't move forward. We also want to see more people on the radio station as well, where you've got
now that you've done the show. If you want me to come in as a guest on a panel or whatnot, you got to drop me a link at least a few hours ahead of time, because I don't sit on my email like an egg and hatch it. I'm not sitting in Discord 24/7, and I'm not on YouTube all the time. So, you can drop me a message in my YouTube, tell me to check my email, and I'll get to it pretty quick. But otherwise, I might not check my email 3 days at a go.
Not a problem. Don't worry about it. I'll send you an email with the times of when the radio show's on, and then you can just join whenever you want to. That's not a problem.
And I'll do that, because that's one of the things I do after somebody's a guest on the show. If they request me on a panel, I'll usually show up if I get the email soon enough, if I get the link.
Yeah, no problem.
If I can. It's kind of a work in progress. We're working on all this, but there's another benefit. The After Dark show is for previous guests and people who want to be guests, right? It's basically to hammer out any technical issues, terms of service changes, YouTube problems, anything like that. StreamYard, OBS, anything, any kind of technical problems like that, we'll sit and try to work it out. Sometimes having 5 people thinking on it's easier. Anyway, so we're at the end of the show. You did an excellent job, brother. I appreciate you coming up.
Thanks for asking.
You got anything? Like I said, you said that all of your channels that you subscribe to are under 5K.
Yeah,
Give me
more or
3.
less.
Give me 3.
Bear Britain audits, Torbs, Taking Back Our Rights, and YouTube Asylum.
YouTube Asylum, Bear Britain
audits, and Taking Back Our Rights.
Taking Back Our Rights. Now, I think I'm subbed to Taking Back Our Rights. I'm not sure where I came across him. He may have showed up in my chat one day. I subbed almost everybody who comes in the chat at some point. Now, YouTube removes subs in some cases for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And it's not always because I didn't interact. Sometimes it's just because it's your channel. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But I guess that's their right, huh? You are not calling bullshit on me, AJ. You have to get me the link before the show, not 2 seconds before you go live. It's got to be in there a few hours so I can find it, notice it, click it, and come in and be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And I generally don't even look at my computer until after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's your problem. It is kind of like shenanigans. She's calling me on shenanigans. That's true.
Right.
Because she goes live when I'm driving. Like if I get in my truck and start driving, I get a message saying, come on. And I'm like, bad timing. Yeah, she just Rochambeaued me. That's right. All right. So you did a show. How you feel about that?
Sorry?
You did a show. Congratulations. You did the whole thing.
Thank you very much. No, I've enjoyed it. It's been very relaxed, and I must admit, it's difficult for someone who's usually the host sometimes to be on the other side.
Yeah.
But
I can't tell you how many times I end up interviewing my hosts when I go on the panel. I'll be asking them all kinds of crazy questions.
Yeah, you just don't know what's coming next. Thanks.
It's part of my personality. I mean, I do this in real life. I know y'all think that I'm putting on a persona for all this, and only a little bit, just a little bit for the show, But no, for the most part, if I want to know, I ask a question, and it's up to you. Legitimately,
there's nothing wrong in asking the question, but sometimes you don't always get the reply you want.
I will tell you, if it's stupid, if it works and looks stupid, then it ain't stupid. So ask the question. Always ask the question. All right, man. I'm gonna set you backstage real quick. You want to tell everybody, Bob, before we go? Anybody?
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for the subs, and thank you for the positive comments as well. Do appreciate it. And last of all, thank you for inviting me, Sasquatch. It's been great.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
And I'll speak to you again behind in the after.
Yes, sir.
I'll hang around for a while.
Going in about 3 minutes. So, go get you a drink, a cup of coffee with tea. Go get you a cup of tea.
No, I'm going to get a beer at this time in the morning.
Hear you, brother. I'm going hard.
All right. Speak to you in a bit. Cheers.
Yes, we're just going to do that. We're going to do this thing, and we're going to say, I appreciate each and every one of you coming by. All of you are in chat and talking. Yeah, stupid is exactly as stupid does, and I'm just as stupid as the next one was. So we're going to roll out on that one. And remember, we're doing a double play out this afternoon because I got all my sound working.
This is my gift to Sasquatch, and also to myself. When Sasquatch signs off, he always says, so here you go, mate. There's nothing left for me to do, really, but this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Right. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Come on now. I don't want love to do. Just tap. Fuck shit, I'm out. Yeah. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh. Excuse me, please. I said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Ooh. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Woo! So, Paul from Newscastle, I did not manage to get you into that part of the show. I do apologize. I saw you in there and I missed you again because I'm very forgettable and forgetful. Also, let me bring my man out from backstage. Unmute that thing. Oh, no. He gave you the whole thing. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, this is the point where we close down this. Are the U-Haul people feds? Yes. It seems to be general consensus. Yeah, I thought so too. They do seem to be wearing the Federale starter kit, don't they? They got the polo shirts, the khakis, dive watch, Oakleys. Yeah, look like they shop at the same store all the time.
I have no idea what's going on there.
Hey, this stuff.
All right, guys. Solid stop by Idaho law enforcement. Check this out. These guys stopped a U-Haul full of dudes, masked up. Like
only if the lights are
hats,
off.
Matching insignia on the back.
Turn the lights off. They certainly glow. Them. Every single one of these men get moonburned.
And clearly Klan hoods.
Look at them. All of them in khakis. Look at all the watches, man. It's ridiculous. Half of them got tack shooter gloves on.
Oh, come on, man. They arrested Wild Bill.
Right. Well, the thing
is, Sheriff. Good job.
I suspect there was a miscommunication on these people traveling. I think they pulled over the U-Haul because they misunderstood a memo or something. They got the wrong U-Haul, basically. They weren't supposed to pull this one over. They're supposed to pull over a different one or something, you know, and they just, some cops that wasn't paying attention that morning were like, whoop, whoop. Oh, shit. You know, we're all fired, right? Knee pads. This dude bothers me. Anybody recognize that guy? He looks familiar to me. Right. Publicity stunt would make a little bit of sense, but yeah. No, there's another facet to this. I don't know if it's true, right? But allegedly, these same individuals were traveling in the back of that U-Haul with toy, airsoft, and broken firearms. So why would you carry broken firearms to any type of a rally unless you were looking to incite some form of action? That your purpose is to incite violence. Because in America, that's a real good way to get your ass shot. You pull a gun out on me and I have a real gun in my pocket, your ass gonna get full of holes. I'm sorry. That is self-defense, and there's no reason for me to think you have a fake gun. That is ridiculous. Am I wrong? Yeah, midterm disasters. Yeah, no, these things are popping up like freaking weeds in the cracks of the concrete at home. It's crazy, dude. Like, you got school shooters happening, and these people are depicted as being white supremacists, turn out to be like freaking weird left-wing nut jobs or something. And I'm going to tell you something. I am never, ever, ever getting my ass on an airplane with Ben Shapiro. That man is going to destroy the left wing at the first possible opportunity he gets. We're all going down. That was a terrible joke, but I heard it on somebody else's YouTube channel. It was funny when he said it. It doesn't seem so funny when I say it.
I don't.
Snark. No.
What These are all in the back of that van, yeah?
Yeah, they were all back in the back of that U-Haul, what you would call a lorry, I suppose.
Yeah. So, hang on. That's illegal. Well, it is
That's
over
illegal.
here.
No. There's so much shit wrong with this scene. It's not just that it's illegal to have 16 people in the back of a U-Haul. It's illegal to have 5 people in a U-Haul.
Yeah.
It's illegal to have 3 people and one of them in the back. That is also illegal. Just as illegal.
I'm just thinking, surely it would be a coach, a bus, or something. You know what I mean?
No, they're wanting to come in incognito. They want to show up and poof, just be on the scene. This has
Hang on. Did they check their immigration papers?
Oh, they're white as snow, son.
Doesn't mean to say they're
Every
not
single
immigrants.
one of these guys, I bet you, has a DC accent. I guarantee you. Now, whether it was a show put on, here's a funny thing. You can work for the FBI if you've got misdemeanors. You can't work if you got a felony. So why did they have broken and disarmed firearms? Because that's not a felony.
Yeah.
They can go out there and get misdemeanors in the line of duty and make a nice little pretty show of the scene. And I'm probably going to catch a strike on this one because that's bullshit. Those guys are not real people. When you hear about people talking about false flags and stuff, and I'm not the type of person to be flagging that one around, this is the type of crap they're talking about, where it's a setup theatrical bullshit show. How is it they had cameramen on scene as this was taking place?
I'll stop asking logical questions.
No, the guy that did this, he has been on YouTube for a while, and he was originally an off-grid channel and has kind of leaned over into auditing. It's hold on. Let me do this right. It's North Country Off Grid is his name. We're gonna throw that in chat so everybody can go check this particular, or actually no, that's just his channel link if anybody's interested. But he happened to be downtown, which he was expecting Antifa to show up. His previous videos, 2 or 3 videos in a row, he's like, Antifa's coming to town. We're going to go catch them when they get up. He's on his way out to the prayer march, right? And these folks are getting pulled over by the cops. And the cops are there in full riot and tack gear and seem depressed. Half of these guys walk around, like after they pick them up and go through their pockets, as soon as they let go of them from going through their pockets, they start wandering around amongst the cops with their hands zip tied behind their back. You try that. See what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
You will be thrown on the ground and stuffed in the back of a police car so fast and make your head spin. You'll lose teeth and shit. But noticing powders is not allowed anymore.
I was just thinking, I wonder if to take them away, they're going to load them back into the same wagon that they got out of.
So that's where things get weird. Okay. So let's actually no, I'm gonna let it play through because we got time and it's pretty. That is a nice building. Anyway, so here's what happens. About 10 minutes before the end of this stream, the video goes out, just goes black. No apparent reason. You can hear him sitting there trying to figure out what happened to it, why it's not working. And then it starts doing the buffering thing. But when it first started, it was like, and then a few seconds later, and then next thing you know, flat line. Nothing else come through. He shut down, restarted it. It streamed for like 2 minutes, no problem, and then did the same thing. Gone. And I went, that's a jammer. That is either a jammer or he's using the cell phone signal and the cops have priority. And there's so many cops and feds there using cell phones that there's no signal left for him to get through. One or the other, either way at this point. And I was like, you need to walk slowly away from that place while filming. You should kick in when you get around 500 feet away. 600. You get far enough away, it'll kick in. I don't know, man. That looks sketchy as all get out. A whole truckload of white men probably are up to no good.
Incitement to riot, I would say.
Something. I just can't say they're Antifa. They are too beefy. These boys are not soy boys. They look like cops. God damn it. They walk, talk, dress, fiddle, play in their pockets, just like these guys. The only difference is they're not wearing tack armor and these are. And they all seem very respectful to these gentlemen, don't they? Now, if you found me, you, MLH and Boa and ATL and Walter Davis and Snark and Sass and everybody all in the back of a U-Haul, you reckon they'd be nice to us when they pulled us out?
Oh shit, no.
You reckon we'd stand around and talk and chit chat and just stand there and have our pockets rifled through real nice?
I wouldn't be. I would
drag us off.
I would be using me gob. Excuse my expression there. I'd be mouthing off.
Yeah, well, if you're in America, you don't have to be an American citizen to get the benefit of the Bill of Rights. You simply have to make it into the U.S. Period. You get full protections of the Constitution just by setting your foot on free land.
Oh, that's all right.
Freedom of speech, freedom of press, the whole nine.
Do you know what? I'll have to save up.
Come on, I'm telling you. I told you, I'll take you out shooting. We'll blow up all kinds of crazy shit. It'll be great. We'll even do some electronics or something. We'll blow up. We'll blast some slab to hell and back. It'll be great. The link is in the chat. It is pinned at the top. If anybody wants to join us, ask any questions or point out anything we've missed in the video, whatever. How you doing, brothers? Good to see you, Phoenix. Later on, I'm gonna fire up the old boob tube over there, and when we go off of live, I'm gonna play a single movie, and we might not discuss what it's gonna be until after I come off YouTube, because I've had some weird effects come from me saying what it was I was gonna watch, as in it wouldn't play it. I had to watch something different.
Yeah, technical issues.
Call it that if you want to, but it was really weird that I named I linked the specific video I had planned on presenting on StreamYards, and that video failed to function. After I watched it 10 minutes while I was like live, I had it playing in another window. It worked fine. Yep. And after I go off live, suddenly it doesn't work anymore, but the video's still there. And as soon as I wasn't on StreamYards anymore, I shut down StreamYards. Poof, it's back. I can watch it again. Really weird.
Very strange.
Very strange. And I got another one. Another really weird thing happened the other day. After we got off, I decided I wanted to watch Cold Skin because it's a free YouTube movie with ads currently. And so I was going to pop it up while we, mute it in the background while we were talking amongst ourselves after the show. Wouldn't play. When I say it wouldn't play, it played just fine. I could hear it and I could see it on my YouTube window. Not a sound or anything happened in StreamYard. They filtered it completely out. I was astounded. I was shocked. So I tried it with a couple of other movies. Same thing. All of them from YouTube. Same thing. Filtered it right out of StreamYard. So they're in a bit of an incestuous relationship there.
Definitely.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, dude. I mean, you want to come up? Interested in being a guest, or you just want to come up and spew some random bullshit, we'll let it go until I think it's going to get my channel dues, and I'll take you out, because that's how that works. What you got?
I'm still watching this. It's
yeah, it just keeps going on, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm amazed at how respectful these people are. It's as if they're trained.
It's like they practice. Hey,
yeah.
Welcome to the show. I sent you an email. It has yet to be answered. Yet again, like that's the 14th email that hasn't been answered. It's like, yeah, send me a message, and I do. I know you're busy, man. I get it. Y'all got like 19 email addresses. I'm hip. 2,000 emails a day, I imagine, something like that.
Then you got to sort out the spam from the real ones.
Well, in his case, I imagine about half of them come into his email box as spam because they're coming from various YouTube channels and stuff. No, it's not her fault. It's probably my fault. I'm probably emailing the wrong email address. You know how it is. I think I got 2 for you, but I'm not going to say it out loud. I know it's out there and everybody has it, but I still ain't going to dox that much of you. Sorry. Can't do it. Yeah, no, I went and talked to him after you told me to try to do an interview with him. I went and talked to him, caught his very last live stream before he took a hiatus. He was like, yeah, we'll do that, whenever I get back. Ooh, we have a guest. We have Boa the Rebel. Wiggle your fingers at me, bro. Do this. There you go. All right. You want to put your hide yourself? Or you are okay. You're good. Hey,
That's right. I've been seen on camera.
Okay.
What the heck? I'm getting old and I get sick.
Don't do it.
Getting rid of me won't be very difficult, believe me. That's what they're after. Which is, I think, exactly what I think they're after. I remove my YouTube channel. Already gone from my phones this morning for some reason today. Like it's still here on the laptop. I don't know what they're up to, but no good. That's what I'm sure of. But anyways, yeah, these guys, yeah, I have serious doubts. These are actual terrorists. Case of supply and demand, and I think the supply of terrorists is that means the demand. Guys, pretend a crisis. It's simple enough. They want crisis to
never let a good crisis go to waste.
Power. We have more lockdowns. We can have more investigation, more police power. You can violate your rights harder. People don't want to stand up for it. That's a problem there too. Are you going to convince people? I don't know. Maybe some you can, maybe some you can't. Yeah, it may come down to violence. Whether or not, I'm not advocating. I don't want it. I'd like to have peaceful discussion. That'd be the ideal situation. I'm not so naive to think this is an ideal world, though.
All right, so what are your favorite YouTube channels?
Well, I do sure like Linus. I watch so much stuff.
Everyone does. That's the first thing everyone says. Oh, wow, I watch so many. I'm like, yeah. But what's your favorite?
Well, I recommend Science and Futures about Isaac Arthur, which his name implies, talking about the current science and ideas. Feel hope for the future. As much as you see the dark times and you see the black-pilled, okay, we can have a bright future that humanity could survive.
This is
building structures to live out when the stars have gone dark. It's dark, cold, and we could still be surviving. How you might still survive. From that era to how to get off the planet, colonize asteroids, start mining them, start mining rocks, space industry, etc., etc., etc.
Welcome in, Punky.
It's all possible. I do. So I want to say, see all this nonsense happening? I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll survive it. Things happened before. It may take a century or two, but we'll survive it. Worst case.
I don't got a century, buddy.
Yeah, I don't either.
Years or so.
Humanity will survive. One or the other. That's not going to change.
Yeah, well, I don't really give much of a damn about the rest of humanity. I'm kind of concerned about my little portion of it. But
there you go. Do I think Western civilization is collapsing? Probably, yes. I want to know what happens after. What lesson do we learn from all this? Do we have too much control? That's why all this went to heck. Or there was too little control. And that's going to determine the future.
Well, first of all, there's no such thing as too little control because people tend to be capable of managing themselves for the most part. Too much control is an issue because you trigger people with that. When you start trouncing on people's rights, when you trounce on not necessarily like Bill of Rights, I'm talking like human rights. You start trouncing on people's freedoms like that. In America, it's an issue because there is a gun behind every blade of grass. Invasion can only happen willingly. We have to allow that shit to happen or it's not going to happen. That shit will break down at every state. You will not cross, maybe New York, maybe California, but not Texas, not Georgia, and damn sure not Florida. Florida have you eaten by gators.
That's probably not going to like that.
Zombies.
Story out of Washington State, convicted for carrying an AR-15 in public. It's a carry state. It's a legal carry state. I wouldn't carry state. Still convicted for it.
Okay, let's look at Mr. Tack Man here. You notice this guy? Damn it. There he is. Missed him again. Come on. Look that way again. You see Super Tack over here? Super Cop? Why is Super Cop here? How did he know to tack up? Why is he tacked up when they're all unbelievably peaceful? Why is Home Cuz wearing full riot gear to arrest peaceful people?
Because They're gonna make a riot.
Yeah, they were there. I firmly believe they were there to make a riot, and the local police went, nope, sorry, nope. Even if it was federally mandated, I think the local cops were just like, or it's all a theater anyway.
Yep. Well, I'm a little bit confused. Who has jurisdiction in this? The local cops or
local cops? In every case in the U.S., until it becomes a federal matter, the local cops have jurisdiction until it is raised in threat level. So if you're riding around with a firearm, that's a local issue. If you've got 20 people in the back of a truck, that might become a state issue. If you've got 20 federales in the back of a truck, that is certainly a federal issue.
AAP, that's a false statement, sir. Just because we live in Texas don't mean that. That's all I'm saying.
Crossing state lines.
All right.
I got 7 babies. What do you mean?
7? Yeah, another one since the last time I talked to you. That's good.
No, it was 7.
7 in one blow.
Oh, yeah.
Is he?
Hey, girl. You got to get you.
That's a Mormon family with 8. I kid you not. I know Mormon families with 8 kids. 8. Damn. Yeah,
she knows
good money. Yeah, they're making good money to feed their little mouse.
Oh, them babies are gonna feed me. What you talking about?
Hold on, let me let the red go. I was red as a beet for a second there. I was about to say something. Oh, I want to look in the back of that truck so bad. I just want to see what they were chilling in. I don't know. What do you think? Federales? You think they're federales, or do you think they're like Soros goons?
Or what?
No, it wasn't a U-Haul full of drugs. It was a U-Haul full of white men wearing masks, carrying fake weapons. Allegedly. I don't know about the fake weapons part. The story that I got when the live was going on and the guy was there was that they were pulling weapons out of the vehicle, and then he was like, "No, wait, they're all airsoft weapons."
I think it was a bait.
Bait, yeah, truck of some sort. But
yeah,
remember last time something like this popped up, it was it Patriot Prayer? Is that what they called themselves? This weird, mystical, theoretical white supremacy group that all dress like feds, walk like feds, talk like feds, and probably are feds.
Yeah.
Probably. Allegedly. I mean, I don't
Allegedly.
know. All I'm saying is they got the Fed starter kit. Every single one of them is wearing polos and fucking khakis and a dive watch. What the fuck, dude? They all got Oakley's on. Y'all look like somebody stabbed y'all in a fucking assembly line.
Would be anything like January 6th.
Just like the fucking cops that are arresting you.
Never that. Those are all real terrorists. Terrible, horrible people. Terrible event to happen in the country.
Maybe they're all off-duty coppers. That could be what it is.
Well, even if they are off-duty cops, even then, why are they in the back of a U-Haul? They're cops. They should know that's illegal. That by itself is illegal.
Yeah, but does it? Yeah, but hang on a second. Don't coppers don't need to worry about the law.
They do when they don't discuss it with other coppers.
Oh, it must be a different branch from a different state.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Local Mounties were waiting on Antifa to show up. They saw a suspicious, you see it goes black. There's still sound on this part. See? And he goes to talking about what they've been pulling out of the truck. But we're going to skip out on that because nothing else happens during that one. He come back live again. Let's see. Yeah. He came back live again for about 12 minutes. But it started off fine and immediately went straight to shit. Just as soon. Let me make sure I got the right one.
No clue.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right. So from this angle, you get about 3 minutes full tack gear. Look at him. I mean, look at that mofo. Look at him. How did they know that they were going to be dealing with a terrorist group? So as to go dress up in full tack gear before they showed up. This is 7 minutes, 23 minutes. This is 28 minutes after they were pulled over. Dude showed up as they were bringing them out of the back of the truck and started filming like 3 minutes into it. And yet these people are already dressed up full attack after they've got everybody on their knees.
Maybe they thought they were going to a fancy dress ball.
Well, there was supposed to be a march in this city that today. They were going to be marching for our children or something like that. And Antifa was talking a bunch of trash about showing up and going to do something. And oh cool. Let me
But had torches today?
It wasn't a protest. It was a march in solidarity for basically anti-grooming laws. It was basically take care of the children. It's kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And these people showed up with some form of intent. They probably weren't selling lemonade. They're not handing out free water.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let's say it's evil. People
It's
are
evil. It's evil.
They are. You want to hurt innocent people? That's evil. I don't care. I don't have to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to. I don't care what ticker aim they think is in favor of. Why they're doing it? Money and power, the usual, I suppose. But it's evil. That's what it is. I can tell you. You want to fix this stuff? Sure. Family. I think they attack most of his family. You got core family.
Phoenix. I'd love
if you got rid of government tomorrow, you'd have to rely on family, friends. You'd have to be a good, kind person. You'd have to be nice. So people actually want you around. Will want to help you. What can I do to help you? What you can do to help me? What we can do to work together to have a peaceful family, a peaceful society, to get along. Because you don't want to. Nobody deals with you.
Lives matter.
Go starve to death. All the land is private and armed.
Blue Lives Matter sucks.
Be nice or starve to death.
Still
choice. If you don't want people, they don't want to behave. Good luck trying to find somewhere where you can hang around. It ain't going to be here. Nobody here is going to deal with you. So, if that happens, well, guess what? You don't have government agencies or anything else to come threaten people. Give me resources, or I'm going to have somebody use force to take it from you. No. Well, guess what? Things go back to normal. Things will improve back then. They have to. That's what these will bring. You go with family.
What would you define as normal? Hold on a second. Hold on. What would you define as normal? Let's start at the top. Hold on 1 second, Boa. Let's start at the top. Let's do this in order. Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
What would you define as returning to normal?
People being able to go about and do what they need to do without being told, "Oh, you can't do that." But hang on a second. I don't think that's ever been the case over here.
Not ever.
I mean, just being able to go to the shops. I don't think I'll ever go back to the way it was. We now have everything delivered. I work from home, which I've been arguing for years. From my point of view, it's worked out great. But for other people's point of view, it was the worst thing that could happen. A lot of places have gone under. A lot of you call them bars, we call them pubs. They've all a lot of them have gone under. Restaurants have gone under. It's been a major
Let me cover the next
turmoil for people.
All right, Bo, what would it be to you to come back to normal?
To be able to just go about daily life without restrictions and having to pay a fortune for fuel, for starters.
I got you.
But yeah, I just want to be able to go back to the way things were, the way I was in control of my life.
Right. All right, Boa. What's
thereof, anyways.
Normal.
About not wearing face diapers everywhere you go, or using police work, or having people busting down your door, or saying the wrong thing, or thinking the wrong thing. I know that's very rare, but we should have that. The idea is about going where I want to, when I want to. So I'm not hurting anybody. That'd be a nice thing. without people trying to really bring about nightmare scenarios. Try to bring these dystopian novels to life. That'd be nice. See enough of that stuff. I don't want that.
The 80s movies were awesome, brother. It wasn't the 80s that was awesome. 80s was a fucking hellscape. You ever seen RoboCop? That was Detroit in the 80s. Like, seriously. Downtown, underground Atlanta was a fucking shit show. You couldn't go through underground Atlanta without being mugged by a cop back in the 80s, man. It was rough. It was really, really. Hey, Jock, American Justice, what would you consider getting back to normal? Or did I lose you?
Classify normal.
What you would classify as getting back?
I don't know.
The definition is immaterial.
I don't know.
You just don't know anything about anything remotely normal?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know anything about normal. No problem.
All right. Fine. Next question. So when it comes to getting back to normal, would loosening the restrictions and eliminating the restrictions correct the problem, or has that ship already sailed? Is my question. Basically what I'm saying is if you remember we had the lockdowns, and then certain states went way deeper into that than other states did. Right. Locally, we had a few bars turn belly up, like he was talking about. Right. But for the most part, they toughed it out. In other cities, other states, that's not the case. So if they were to remove all the restrictions that related to COVID and lockdown, the people that would start the new bars are more likely to be in the pocket of the city and state that they're in.
Absolutely.
Than the ones that had their bar for 50 years sitting in the same place and got shut down during COVID.
Correct.
Right. So does it fix the problem, or does it just create a new normal?
A new one.
Yeah. Okay.
It creates new problems.
It does that. That's true, because these people will operate above and beyond their charter. Just like police do, because they'll be in bed with the local constabulary.
Yeah, totally agree.
You got something on that one?
As bad as you think anything's going to be, look north to the border. It's already happening. The restrictions, there's no science to back this stuff up now. We say that, but these restrictions, nope, won't do that. In this line, hours backed up. We got new people showing up.
You're fine, You're just fine.
Absolutely nothing. I'm mandatory. You can confirm my email, by the way. We contact each other. YouTube's playing silly buggers with my channel. It's not on my phones anymore. I don't know why. I was amazed it's still on the computer. We'll see about that in a few hours.
Oh, Bill is here. Hey, Bill.
We'll work on that. But whatever. I'll create a few backup channels. And
I tried real hard to tune into Bill's live the other day, and it just did not happen. You need to email me and get backstage with me, and we'll get that straightened out. We'll figure it out. Whatever it was that was going wrong, I couldn't hear or see you or nothing. I could tell you were doing stuff. Violence is life. Trying to get him a live stream going. You're going to get him cracked up on that. It's going to happen. Yep.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is a channel. Rapidly, the platform is going downhill. Sadly, there's others, and I do recommend it. You got Rumble. You got locals to go with DLive if you need. Any number of platforms. You can back up videos too, and you can live stream from. What about the part live stream? Rumble will do it and host it. Tip on there. You could
be any number of issues. We just got to tinker at it, get it done.
We ain't there yet. Well, guess what? You know how you get there? Joining up. YouTube. What was YouTube in 2005? Nothing. I was in 2015.
Videos.
Wonderful.
And 2 Girls, 1 Cup. That was YouTube in 2005.
Yeah, bum fights. I heard.
Yeah, bum fights. That's right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything's right down. You don't like what it is? Well, do something about it. Join and change. Make it. Grow it. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I'm no expert, but I'm 46 years old, and I'm learning this technology. I got my own learning disabilities. Hell, I'm on the spectrum. I got Asperger's. So high functioning autism. I just went to freaking college. Upgraded 5 years. Upgraded my education. Upgraded my high school. Went back to college for trade. Went to college for trade school. Graduated. Got a freaking diploma right over there. Frick. So if I can manage all that, somehow, through lockdowns, I've been able to about 2 days a week in lab for 1 semester out of 3. If I can manage that, it's hope for all of us, I guess.
It's tough for everybody. Everybody has to deal with their own things.
Make yourself useful in somehow, some way, that somebody can do something. That you can work together and become some normality. That's all I'll say. You got land or property? Good. Start a farm. If you don't, what skill can you offer somebody who does? That they'll give you room and board. What can you trade for food and room and board, right? Yeah, let's see what society tally
What the hell was that, man?
Most paranoid fantasies play out. People still need to eat. For instance, you're going to need heat, light, power.
See you gonna be on camera?
Doctors.
Okay.
What can we do to help make that a reality?
Sure, brother.
Go for it. Don't leave me monk. Otherwise, chat.
What's up, y'all?
Oh wow, what kind of microphone you got? That shit sounds fan-fucking-tastic, dude.
Blue Yeti.
Dude, it's like having sex in a velvet cushion.
I heard of those.
That there, I got a AKG.
It's getting hard just listening to it.
It sounds that good for real.
That shit good, son.
I've heard of those microphones. Those are good ones. Those are good ones.
Talk to me a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a sexy top.
ASMR channel.
Get me started.
Whoa, who's got a voice mod?
Would you like to play a game?
Nice.
I want to play a game.
These are other things.
Hold on.
Oh, he's about to show you up, Caucasian.
Maybe some other things.
Yeah. It's like
voice
changer is way better than the microphone on this thing. But the microphone is tolerable. This is the cheapest microphone I could buy. I've been using it for 9 months and I ain't exactly happy with it, but I've learned to live with it. If I ever got a decent mic, I probably wouldn't know what to do with myself. What you got for me, Felix? What you doing?
All right, can you hear me right now?
I can hear you right now. Although it don't sound like smooth chocolate anymore. What'd you do?
Okay. What happened? There we go. Check.
I don't have to imagine your bad behavior.
Nobody starts out with the best equipment. Don't worry, Squash. Nobody starts with the best equipment. Keep going.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Money, stuff.
No, I made an agreement with my wife. I would spend $1,000 to put together the equipment I needed to start a channel from scratch. Managed to put together what I needed. I got a few extra things I didn't need, but when I get a different mic, they will be useful. So
humanitarian is ever serious.
We're doing my check, 1, 2, my check.
Okay, there's one issue with that.
What's up?
I can hear your voice over the instrument.
Yeah, that's right. It's because it's like no, it's like I think it's because it's like not a direct thing like OBS. Right. It goes like right into the source, you know. So,
right.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool. What is the Phoenix doing? Odin be talking to you, brother.
What kind of mic do you have right now, Squatch?
800. What is it? MB 800 or whatever. BM 800. It's basically the old V8 model.
Be right back.
It's got these. That's my favorite.
What? Okay.
See, I could have had a much cheesier show if I wanted.
Okay, so do you see this little guy that I'm holding up right here?
Hold on. Behind my mic.
This little guy right here?
Yeah, I see that. It's your little mixing board, right?
No. Check this out.
No.
Jimmy kills battery.
All right. So when I say go, just say a whole bunch of madness. All right, ready to go.
I was sitting in the morning at the cafe on the corner. Does she see me? No, she doesn't. But I don't have time to argue. Why the hell am I singing bullshit? I don't know why. All right. Good enough.
All right.
Recorded a stampede.
Where's my audio?
Oh. Burn. That's glorious. Oh Lord. All right, hey Grim. I appreciate you coming in, man.
Wolf is already on.
What was that?
So I'm watching what's going on.
I was like, what the fuck?
I think
Don't you
AJ
love when the band comes together?
I was sitting there dealing with my shit, and I heard that. I was like,
all right.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, good. Because me too. I mean, unless you just like
I'll stick with it.
And I can't do all that yet. I haven't figured it out.
you have to keep fingering it, babe. That's what.
Hang on, I thought I misheard that.
I have a slut ear function. I can't figure it out. I'm probably going to get struck for that. I've got another song I want to use for an intro, but I haven't quite worked up the hair on my balls for it yet.
I like me some hairy
I'm going to
nuts.
play it in my outro tonight. That's what I'm going to do. I am. Yeah, no, he's definitely the reason we can't have nice things.
So like I'm taking your voice and I'm sampling it and I'm chopping it up into like all kinds of like crazy.
I need a remix of a song. Can you remix me a song?
I got you, dude.
Oh, dude, it's a particular tune. I will bring it the fuck up right now.
Dude, hold on. I'm gonna show you why I got you. Oh my god! Am I gonna break my-
Yeah, what do you want to use? I mean, drink.
All right. Well, anyway, you see all this shit right here? This is all
expensive shit.
This is all drum
Dude,
machines,
what's expensive?
drums, like drum machines, synthesizers, mixers,
Right.
samplers, all kinds of shit, dude. Like, hold on. Just, I got all kinds of crazy shit I can do. I can use. So you let me know what you want, dude. I got you.
You take requests.
I do, but I don't do country and I don't do journey.
All right. So
That's fine. I could do with some jingles.
what started my channel? Hold on. What started my channel? I was watching this guy named Cog on YouTube. He did a live stream every few days where he basically just laughed at people online. That was the whole shtick of his content. People doing stupid stuff and him going, well, that was stupid. He wrote a song. I heard the song and asked him, if I start a new channel and a show, will you let me use that? He said, sure. And for 4 months, it was fine until he basically loaded his channel to Spotify or whatever, a TuneCore, and then they copyrighted. And suddenly he's like, my bad, dude. I didn't think about that. I was like, yeah, okay, it happens. What's up, Keith? Good to see you, brother. Welcome to the show. So he's switched channels. He's now backwards internet, and he's doing a totally different kind of sort of thing now. But I'm still trying to figure out. He can't figure out who owns the license to distribution in his channel, so I can't pay them. So I need a remix of this. This is called Our Lives Online. It was Cognitive Talks when he wrote it, but it's just Cog. Oh, it's great.
Life is crazy every day. I'm less stressed. I'm always out of bed. I guess I'm just insane and possessed.
My vested interest is seeing the festering mess displayed on social media that I see through for the best. Most of reality leaves people feeling depressed, but that's because life's depressing. Getting over, that's the test. Maybe that's a lesson you could possibly blessed and live the life where every day is like a rest. I digress and I jest, and yes, I'm a pest. Nevertheless, I must express that I'm here to impress. But that's because I like to entertain, and the insane and depraved are always on the list. You won't see me complaining, waste time crying over reality.
that's fucking
through the internet, you best prepare your brain, because that's how life's online. How life's on.
Anyway, it's a 3-minute tune. That's why my intro is 3 minutes long.
Okay.
And all I need. Oh, let me show you something really cool that I found while I was fucking with it. I was playing around with it, trying to figure out what I could do. But at 1.75 speed, it does this.
How life's online, 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 how life's online.
Okay, all right, I know exactly.
Children with emotional calamity, panicking frantically over microaggressions, stressed about individuals needing to learn their
Eminem, eat your heart out.
You can't even perceive, and it's the reason to a narrative.
Okay, so what you're talking about? Hold on, let me turn it on. So I'm gonna load up a sample here. Let me find something. Okay, I got the Walking Dead theme. I've been sampling this a whole lot, chopping it up into like bits because it has really cool violin. So what you're doing right there? Wait, wrong one.
You got time, brother. I ain't no huge rush.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Damn.
Oops. Bye, AJ.
Sounds going up and down.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna chop it up. It's fucking. I love that little box, dude.
Well, here's the thing. I am completely unmusical. My family is eat up with genius, but music is not what I got. I can rebuild anything with parts on it, but I can't carry a tune in a bucket.
Me and you are the complete opposite.
Oh, groovy. That's fantastic, because I can create you a show that's worthy of, people taking a look at, if nothing else. What I can't do is music.
I could fuck
I
up.
just happen to think this is hilarious for some reason. This just makes me laugh.
I want you to believe it's reminiscent of a code, but it's not your fault. If you're white, you can't help it. You're racist by default. The best you can do is recognize it. It's
fucking hilarious to me.
I love songs like that, dude. It's fun, man.
He sounds like he's breaking off a piece in there. It's so much better than the original. Anyway. Yeah, no, dude, this whole video is just an absolute shit show. The whole thing.
It's just like chaos, dude.
Yeah, no, it's the summer of 2019.
Oh, no shit.
It's the news stories from the ma'am. It's ma'am. Remember?
Oh my god, I remember that, dude. That happened it was around fall of 2018 or 19.
Welcome to the show. That's right. It was the summer of love. Remember?
Oh, you remember I told you I got stories about Antifa?
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do that off. We'll do that after we get off YouTube, brother. We got 10 minutes.
Man. Oh
come
man.
off YouTube, we'll talk about that. But
oh man,
give them another 10 minutes of us sitting here debating amongst ourselves, and we'll get to that. But yeah, no, the entire video is derived from basically a 8-month portion of, I think, late 2019 and the beginning of 2020.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
All of this, right?
I remember that actually in particular because that was right before I moved into this place,
Right.
So that's when all that shit was popping off.
Did I ever send you an email?
If you did, it's because I haven't checked it.
I
give you my personal email, dude, because I actually forgot all the info for all that shit. So
okay, well, I don't know. Hit me on Discord. Hit me somewhere where I can send you a link.
I got a Discord server.
Oh, fantastic! Me too. Mine's
nice.
number.
I'll join.
Hey, AJ, do you know what my Discord server is?
Discord 2.
Hold on a second. I'll dig it up.
What happened to my light, dude? Hold on.
That's kind of the guy I am. I even have a channel on my Discord called You're Wrong. Politics go here. Place for everybody to randomly disagree with each other. Everybody ever wants to. Come along. Randomly disagree with each other. Slag each other off. Whatever you like. I don't mind. You won't get banned. Didn't get any takers.
Oh my god, you want to hear some funny shit, dude?
I like funny things as long as they're not too egregious for YouTube.
No, it's just ridiculous. If anything.
Okay. Good deal.
So if the count is right, I've been banned from Twitter, counting today, 13 times. It's getting so bad that like if you like make a new account, they force you to put your social security number, your personal information. And I'm just like, are you serious? Like, why? I mean, it's just like you talk about stuff being egregious, and I'm just like, dude, like.
Yeah, they used my main account October 2016. Yeah, 2016. I wonder why that would be. Shortly after they kicked off Trump, but I logged out of my accounts. I couldn't be bothered to go to the trouble of or deleting them and all.
The only
photos I want and get done with them.
Okay, 1202 is my number. Hashtag 1202 Caucasian Sasquatch.
All right, let me see.
And that took entirely too long. Carrie, I thought you were going to give me a tutorial on Discord. When's that going to happen?
It's simple enough. Go to the top. Show me more buttons. 3 of them. Mobile. Select.
What was your number again?
Invite members.
1202. Hashtag 1202.
Create invite. Copy and paste. Copy it.
Oh wait, is it like all uppercase sensitive and
Pull
shit?
up the YouTube stream. Up the chat. Paste in chat.
No.
Is it typed out the same way it is in your YouTube?
No, the A is not capitalized. The C and the S are. Like Caucasian Sasquatch 1202. Supposedly I can like I just did a thing. Oh, I keep touching stuff.
Oh, there we go. I found it. There we go.
There you are. Greetings and salutations.
Nothing else.
All right. So the way that'll work is we'll bullshit around for a little while until you're ready to do a show, and when that happens, I'll send you the link on Discord. I'll send you the actual studio link and the YouTube share link for you to share it out to your people, and I'll also send it to a few of my previous guests who may or may not share it out. You never know.
This will actually be the first content I put out in a while, dude. Because, like, to be honest with you, I'm just so tired of YouTube, man. I'm just
dig it. Part of the reason you're tired of YouTube is because you have been doing kind of the same type of stuff for a while, and the community has kind of stagnated around you because they watch what you do. The trick to not being bored by YouTube is to constantly dip into new communities of different things, bring new people in, and get rid of the people cause a problem, right? It sounds cold and debased, but I believe it's actually the most based thing you can do. It's certainly more it's nicer than letting them stick around and get chewed on by your mods, right?
Well, like, say if I sit down and just write a short jam, right, and I record it, I put it up, it'll get 150, 200 views, right? I put up a video the other day, a little 1 minute short of me literally slamming a burrito down my throat and chugging an iced tea, and it's like up at like almost 2,000 views.
Right.
And I'm just like,
I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. I feel it, dude. Listen, my best content that I made was simply a video of me in a robe saying this. What are the humans doing? 45,000 views later, I had 150 subs.
That's pretty awesome, dude. I'm not gonna.
It was so good. I went and got me an eye patch.
Wait, I think I have that too. Hold on, let me see. Oh wait, no, I don't. It's not hooked up to the mixer. Fuck.
So I poached some videos off of TikTok, put them up on my YouTube channel as shorts. Did basically a reaction style in reverse, where I react first, I ask a question, and then depict the answer to the question, so that it covers free use or whatever the hell it is. I don't know how they let it in, but they did. All right, so that's there. Play Rocket League.
By the way, when I said that I drank 64 ounces of chocolate milk, I wasn't kidding you. This is my second one.
You did drop the line chalky milk, did you not?
I feel pretty shitty right now. But it's cool.
When I was growing up, I had a bone spur in my arm. When I turned around 17, 18, it started growing again for no explicable reason. When I turned 21, I had a dog who decided he disliked that bone spur and would wake me up every day chewing at it in my arm.
Oh my God.
Not biting me, but like nipping at it, like he was trying to flee it out of my arm. I wake up at fucking 8 o'clock one morning. He's over there gnawing on my fucking arm, done licked it chap. I roll over, bump my wife. I'm like, hey, give me an appointment for the doctor. My dog don't like this thing. She was like, fine, I've been trying to get you to check it out for years. So we go to the doctor. He goes in, he does an x-ray, does an ultrasound, he checks it out. He says, shouldn't be causing any problems. I said, well, that's all well and good, doctor. My dog really doesn't like this thing. His response was to hold up his finger and set up a surgery immediately. He picked up the phone and had my ass in gas like 12, 14 hours later, long enough to empty my stomach.
Yeah.
Right. He had my ass under the knife like 20 hours later. And it is now, and y'all can believe this shit or not, I really don't give two fiddly fucks. It is currently in the Smithsonian because it is apparently one of 2 cases of that specific type.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
2 cases. The other case was in 1963, a Filipino in the Marianas Islands back during the Trinity experiments presented with pain in his mid-humerus, and it turned out to be a specific, unique mutation bone spur. It grows out from where there supposedly used to be a bone or something. There's like a vestigial bone in there. It's just a little button on the inside of your humerus. For some reason, it started growing in me. The only other case of it was back in 1963. A 63-year-old man presented with arm pain. They thought he was having a heart attack. Turned out the bone spur was interfering with the blood flow through his arm. Made him pass out, get dizzy, all kinds of other stuff. Guess what was happening to me right before I had it removed? First time I ever fell off a roof. Walking along, just passed the fuck out. No explicable reason. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't even get hurt. I didn't even know what happened. I just sat up off the ground. I was like, damn, that sucked. Climbed back up the ladder, went back to work.
All right, so let me get this straight, just so I'm following you correctly.
Yes.
I have so many questions. I'm not gonna ask them all, but I'm just trying to I'm just trying to comprehend this shit.
Okay.
So what you're telling me is that they took a piece of your fucking body.
Yes.
And they documented it.
Yes.
And it's now immortalized in a fucking museum.
Well, the Smithsonian has a medical department. They keep all that crap in like formaldehyde and stored and shit. You can't go look at it. It's not like on a shelf or nothing. It's just in the records.
So a piece of your body is just chilling somewhere, just documented in books.
Yes.
That's the most metal thing I've ever heard, dude.
That's pretty cool though. But no,
cool.
I am appreciative too. I am the second case ever. And I was like, shit, I guess I'm half avian. What the fuck are y'all telling me here? I mean, where's my superpowers if I'm a fucking mutant? Y'all suck.
Yeah, but not all mutants have superpowers.
I'm gonna go and tell my wife.
Most of them die.
I'm gonna go and tell my wife, babe, we need to get some bone spurs. I want to be documented in the world.
Hey, you could have a channel on that just on YouTube.
No, even if they have my bones in there with the giants, they won't let me go check them out.
That's so fucked up. You'd be like, but that's me. It's me.
Right.
It's literally me.
So yeah, they got my genes, no doubt.
I haven't even been looking at the chat until this now.
Welcome to the show. Truth be told, work line, snark and sass. We got mandatory carry, blah blah. Mandatory carry. We got ATL auditor, MVTVTV.
So fucked up. I'm just thinking about that. I'm just like, Jesus.
Violence is life, and Mexican long hair. Hey, brother, links up there if you get bouncy. I ain't trying to force nobody. I know y'all busy people. Hell, actually, we're already over time, so you know everything else y'all gets extra.
You know what? Let me see. Snark and Sass brings up a good point. What if you could, like, you know, go on like an archaeological or whatever the fuck they call it, like expedition,
paleontology tour,
and they could like bury your bones, and you can go look for your own bones.
I want to find it. Wait a second, I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure they have to return it if I demand it.
Just holding up a bucket with your shit.
I ask going to hell, we're all going together.
So
I'm
you
dark.
are
I'm
part
dark.
of the next generation.
I'm very
of the human
dark.
race.
Trust me.
Oh Lord. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm fixing to end the show. We're going to go into some serious discussion backstage. If y'all want in on any of this crap, or y'all want to come help decide what movie I'm going to watch, hop into the chat. We'll or hop into the StreamYard link. We'll poke you out, poke you up, and poke you in. We'll get it did. It's words, man. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? I'm going to drink me a Bahama Mama, and we're going to talk about movies. I'm going to put a movie on backstage. We're either going to pick it the fuck apart, or we're going to pay attention to it or not, or whatever the hell happens. Nobody has to say, nobody has to go. We're good.
If it's bad, I'm gonna roast it.
We roast the flying hell out of it, even if it's good, man.
I'm good at that. Trust me.
Oh, no. Good question. You're Americans, so that's a debatable question.
ATL, you got anything you want to tell everybody before we deuce out? No? Yes? ATL? How you doing? I bet he's got me muted. He muted his YouTube and hasn't turned me on yet.
Oh, wait. Oh, am I in the StreamYard? Can you hear me?
Already in here.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, I'm just staring off into space.
By the way,
I ain't got too much to say.
That was
but if
awesome
you watch my last video there, the sheriff is getting real nasty with me. One sheriff on the second floor told me to go to the third floor to report a crime, and then I went up to the third floor to report a crime, and they threatened to arrest me if I didn't leave.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
what's going on?
I recorded every step of the way. I recorded the whole thing.
No joke. If you want to see an actual epic, a true epic adventure, go back to the very beginning of ATL's content and watch what he's been doing simply to do a legal report about a legal problem that took place in a school. It has been an absolute odyssey. My man has been to every single department, agency, FBI, GBI, you freaking name it. He's went and talked to them in person and filmed.
Are they like fucking with you like real bad or something?
He wanted to report an event that took place at a school.
Okay.
When he tried to report it, they trespassed. When he tried to go back and get his kid, they tried to trespass him again. When he went to the county seat to report the same situation, as well as let them know that he's been trespassed from a public event, they attempted to trespass him from that location.
You gotta be shitting.
And then they ignored the next 4 reports that he made and refused to receive a criminal report. And then rinse and repeat, that's been going on.
I'm assuming you're in Georgia?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm in Georgia. Yeah, they're nasty people, and the thing is, a big part of the problem is they're all family, and I got a family tree that I made, and they have the family that works over at the school that my kid went to. The teachers that work there have husbands and family in the precinct police department. We also have friends and family down at headquarters. I mean, it's all interconnected.
Okay, so like, hold on. How the fuck can they trespass you if you're just picking up your kid, man?
Well, no, I wasn't. No, well, hold on. No, I was trespassed at the school, when I wasn't at the school.
Right.
I never went up to the school. But they trespassed. They said that they trespassed me because I called the cop. My son was assaulted at the school, and I called the cops. So they turned around and said they called the cops on me, and then trespassed me because of it. The problem is I have the 911 recording and the actual audio of me doing all of this, and I posted it on my website showing they didn't call the cops on me. I called the police because my son was assaulted. And because I did that, they didn't like the fact that I called an outside police department because they have their private police, their secret police.
Mm-hmm. They're useless police.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
That pretty much just covers their asses.
We'll protect the school.
Yeah, and the video shows the outside police coming, and you can see the administrators at the school. They get real nervous and scared. Then an outside cop is here, and all the principal does is like, oh, what's going to happen? What are you going to put in your report? Where's the film going? They're just worried about, having control over the information so they could lie.
Sounds like they're worried about their rep.
They a mafia.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
Violence is life. Right.
But I'm trying to figure out how you can be trespassed from somewhere when you're not there.
You can't. That's not going to stick.
No, even I can see that one.
There's no way that's going to stick, dude. There's no way.
I was trespassed when I wasn't even there.
Yeah, there's no way, dude.
That's like the law enforcement knowing that you weren't at the bank when the bank was robbed, but we're going to charge you anyway.
Well, the thing is, when they gave me the trespass, the cop admitted. I asked him, "What did I do wrong?" He said nothing. I said, "Did I commit a crime?" He said, "No." He said, "Well, do you know why you're giving me this?" He says, "No, I don't know why I'm giving it to you."
What the fuck?
And then he tells me, we're giving this to you for something you might do in the future.
Oh my God.
Just sitting there, and he asked him, "What did I do?" First cop says, "I don't know." Second cop says, "You didn't do anything." He asked him, "Did I break the law?" First cop says, "I don't know." Second cop tries to hand him the trespass. He takes the trespass, puts it on his clipboard. The second cop's like, "We don't know what you did, but you're being trespassed." And it's like, how can you be trespassed from a place that you're not, that you didn't do anything, and is public? None of this is computing. This is literal Gestapo tactics. This is what they're using. They are goose stepping all over our children, and ATL happened to stumble into the middle of that rally.
You guys should definitely meet Robert Barnes, civil rights lawyer, originally from Georgia. Oh, he'll tell you tales.
This is like, It's not even my shit. Like,
right? No,
And
ATL.
I got every single interaction, every single one of them I had recorded. Every interaction.
Good.
I mean, I'm not a lover of any court system, but in this situation, I think you got no choice but to contest it.
Dude, for real.
Seriously. I don't know how.
The only thing you can do is to take it to the courts and go, "Is this legal?"
Can I give you some advice?
Yes.
Grab the judge.
The best thing you could do right now. Do you have a lawyer?
No.
Okay. You fuck a lawyer. Okay. The best thing that you can do right now.
Move.
The most powerful tool that you can use right now to your advantage is social media and getting that word out about how fucking corrupt they are.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
And that's why he was like, "What?
Keep doing it and do it harder, dude. Don't
That's
fucking
what they want.
Look,
They want you to leave.
What I need is you guys.
Anymore.
Listen, check it out. Listen, I was in a similar not similar, but kind of situation that you were in. Okay. I live in a fucking apartment complex, like a condo, right? We had new management come in. They're fucking Gestapo, dude. Like, they're awful. Okay. These motherfuckers came in and wanted to fucking tack on like $1,500 extra on our shit because we had a litter box on our patio, because all these stupid fucking little things, dude, you know? And you know what I did? I fucking started posting on Twitter. I started fucking posting on Facebook. I started fucking posting on Instagram. I started blasting them. I called the Better Business Bureau, dude. I mean, I went off, dude. I was furious. You know how much I owe right now?
Big old donut.
Use social media. Spread that shit everywhere, dude. I'll help
He
you.
is.
They don't care.
I've been pushing this shit for what, 8 months now.
I need you guys to go to my channel, sub and share.
Share.
HL, I'll put it on the website for you.
Drop a link
I'll
to
do
his
a blog
channel.
on it.
I'll copy and paste it.
No problem. I'll do everything I can do to support
No,
you.
because like, dude, I'm
bullshit.
like,
please.
No, like, check it out, dude. Like, one of my things, I don't like to see people getting fucked over, dude. I don't like injustice. It doesn't sit well with me at all, dude. At all. Period.
I'm trying to pull up my link now.
Oh, have you tried contacting Lackluster? He does
I think I sent him. I sent him an email.
I have sent Lackluster. Well, I say sent his video. I've been in his comments pretty much since he started his channel. He's part of the reason why I started my channel. YouTube messing with you, bro? Yeah, that happens.
For me,
they've been messing with me, dude.
Yeah. But well, Lackluster's he's a busy channel. Now Delete Laws talked to me a little bit. And he's a big guy now. And then CT3 put a video of mine on his channel, which gave me
dude, I bombed him with your channel for 2 months, I think.
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys, I mean, they're busy as hell, you know. I mean, when they get up
got a lot of
to
fucking
numbers,
no one loves to help. Sam Akeem.
Yeah.
They always love to help people out.
He said he was gonna. Yeah, I haven't seen any of my work on his station yet, but he said he was going to.
Extremely busy channel.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are. I mean, yeah, they're.
Another one I recommend: Police Accountability Report. They do some good stuff as well. Stream the word. So there's another one. You know, Police Accountability Report.
A lot of these guys have actually wrote me back and said they were going to do something. But like I said, a lot of them are. I mean, they do this stuff 24/7. You know, it's.
Yeah, they say you're not alone. I can tell you, I've seen terrible treatment. People. I've seen a case somewhere out west. DA has a meeting with one of these first-time daughters, I guess. What's kind of the meeting? Okay, he shows up there. Cops say, "Here, your trespass order. You're not allowed on the property. Bye." DA called him down there so the cops could serve him with trespass order. He came from coming in. What do you do with those people?
You know, they didn't send the bus one day to, what are these two doing?
I have no idea.
Is someone going to call these two out or not? They're playing tittle tattle over here.
Is the Mikey tobacco legal in Texas? I know it's legal in Canada.
I'll answer questions.
There is nothing illegal here. What are you talking about? It's legal because I say it's legal. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't answer questions.
Yeah, legal enough in Canada. I call legal. Edmonton is legalizing hard drugs.
I'm 31 days sober, sir.
Shooting up drugs on the east side.
Fuck drugs. They're no good.
Yeah.
I think they're aren't hard drugs legal here in some states?
Talk about
in Washington State and Oregon.
What are you talking about?
Heroin's like legal and shit.
Oh my. Maybe I should leave this show.
No.
I figure we're having such a good show. We'll turn that down.
It might trigger me.
Oh no.
Better not.
I'm just kidding.
We'll show up at our house.
31 days. I'm going all the way to the top. Never looking back.
Oh man.
It's just terrible things happening. I say legal carry state and people being arrested on BS charges. They know they are. But police don't want to stand for rights. Don't believe standing for your rights. You go to jury trial and they uphold it.
Well, cops only arrest people they don't like. They don't really, uphold the law anymore. They just arrest people they don't like.
They never have. That's another name I want you to know. kicked off Twitter, kicked off mainline. That's even before Alex Jones. Stefan Molyneux. Biggest.
Yeah, well, they're more out in the open about it now.
Biggest.
Where before they were a little more secretive about it.
Falsely channel on YouTube. Biggest falsely channel online. Free domain radio. He's on Telegram. He's on Locals. D-Live.
You ain't gotta do shit. Quit playing your game.
On Telegram and Locals is a good place to find them. And yeah, some of his podcasts, freedomainradio.com. Good stuff. Talk about the police. They are lazy. They're low IQ. They don't too smart. Underpaid. Too much responsibility. Too overworked. Too overworked.
Well, I posted the
time,
the
and they don't
link
want
to
to
the
do it when they
story.
have to. And the easiest way
I posted the link.
make it so tough and hard on you that you just leave town.
Dude,
that solves the problem. You're the one that's unhappy. We kick you out, you're always complaining. We don't have to deal with it anymore.
Like I said, I posted the link showing that they won't hire people as police that have high IQ.
Yeah. It's just dumb. Keep me busy because you're interviewing your gamer, Sasquatch.
I'm just fucking around.
He don't want to be.
I haven't even really.
Wait to see if Linus is going to show up here.
I just started this stuff the other day. What's up?
I hate games like this because, you know, with me, if I play a game like this, I want to drive that car up into the mountains to see what's up there.
Yeah, that's a totally different game, dude.
Snow Runner.
I'm absolutely trash at this game, dude.
Snow Runner's a fun game. You'll like it.
Too.
Hey, Chill, just sent you an email, mate.
Oh, don't let that fool you.
You can't throw any grenades or shoot any pow pow pew pew guns. So.
There are a few pow pow pew pew games.
Oh, there's guns in this game?
Yeah, you can get like it's weird. It's like cartoon bullshit.
Oh, that kind of makes me want to reinstall this shit, man.
Like right now, they're doing the
the car was all fucking like 5-6.
Wait, are you still on? Are you still on YouTube?
Yeah, we're still on YouTube. We're still.
No, what the hell?
She's like, turn that shit off before I get kicked out.
Or you're gonna get deuced really soon.
They're trying to flip my channels.
I haven't started drinking yet.
I got my Locals.
It's getting really hot in here. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate every bit of y'all's time, and I apologize for the short, reductive end we're having. But
what are you talking
you can
about?
blame
It's
her.
like 2.5
All her
hours.
fault. It's totally her fault. You should
I'll
probably
take the blame.
blame
This is
her.
my gift.
Please email me.
Red hair. The red hair.
Can I just?
It's not red. It's orange.
Me.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. All right. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck out of here. This shit, I'm out.
Ooh.